Yeah, tough. It was a tough loss. Bailey, after that first inning, settled down, really did a nice job of getting back in the zone, establishing his fastball, going to some different pitches. Slider wasn't really there today, and did a nice job of adjusting off of that, and ended up giving us a chance to win.
What stood out from Borucki that just allowed them to take advantage?
Yeah, I think we got 0-2 on Durbin there, and he was trying to go down, just left the pitch out over the middle, and Durbin didn't miss it, and I know that he's frustrated about it, and something he's had a good year up to this point, and just a pitch that he didn't get down.
How much harder is it when Durbin didn't have a good series? I think he was 1 for 19, and he hits what ends up being the game-winning double. Yeah,
it's baseball, and we're always thinking about everything. Talking about, do you walk him there and go to Turang? Turang ends up getting a hit too. Like, there's no perfect thing there, trying to make Durbin beat us, and he did.
Turang was 1 for 19. Sorry.
Yeah. Turang was 1 for 19. We talked about Durbin. If we're gonna walk him there, we're putting the winning run on base. And Turang coming up, and then he ends up getting the double. So, baseball's a crazy game.
Donnie, Milwaukee threw second base a lot in this game. 3 times from the pitcher, once Contreras. Something they saw, or you guys, I know you don't want to get him picked off there.
No doubt. We need to be better there, and Canario early on, it was close at second too. Just something that we need to clean up and be better at, especially in that situation late in the game.
How do you do that though as a manager? What do you tell them?
Well, you're talking through, to the players and also T-Brock and Rabs, and making sure that we tighten that up. And, if we're not going anywhere, if we're not stealing, there's no reason to get picked off.
With Borucki, do you think fatigue was a factor in? This is 3rd time pitching this series. Obviously, I know he was off yesterday, but they've seen him a lot.
Yeah, he's the whole pen. When you sit there and think about the way the whole pen has been, with Bednar going 4 of 6, Santana going 4 of 5, Ferguson going 3 of 4. You mentioned Borucki. Sugar today gave us some big innings, and he was 4 of 5 today. And I think that's why Bailey was, he knew that too, and was frustrated coming off and wanted to stay in there. Just appreciate him wanting to keep the ball in that situation with being short in the pen, especially with being taxed on the backside.
Donnie, on his radio show, Ben Cherington said that Brian got scratched because of tightness in his trunk. Can you kind of give us a little more in detail on that?
Yeah, he's doing okay. He's feeling all right. He's day to day, and we'll see how it is tomorrow.
Can you kind of explain what tightness in the trunk means?
It's like I would say lumbar back type area.
That home run for Cruz, 122 off the bat. As a former big league hitter yourself, how impressed are you just being able to watch him compete up there?
I'm really glad that got out of the stadium, because if it would have been into the stands, that thing was flying. And can't say enough about him and how he played, how he's been playing, and especially this series with the home runs, the triple. He made a heck of a play in right center today too. It looked like a really tough play. So, he's doing great things.
What does it mean to your team when he's playing at that level? I know you didn't win today, but for the course of this series especially, when you have a guy playing at that level, you're talking superstar type.
Superstar type stuff, and when we sit there and we think about it, today was frustrating, but when you look at the homestand on the whole, it was a good homestand. We had some really good momentum, coming into this game. Tough loss today, but some really good things coming out of it as well. Guys continue to grind, continue to battle, and I think Oneil is obviously a huge part of that in what he's doing. And it's contagious too. And guys they're having better at bats. Look at Frage today. We haven't talked about what he was able to do and put barrels on the ball and come up with a huge hit there to give us a 5-3 lead. There's some really good momentum happening. The guys are coming together, and I think that today's tough. It's a tough loss, but some good things, and O'Neill's a huge part of that.
Donnie, what have you seen in Frazier's at bats this series, or this homestand? He had 10 hits. You seen anything different, or getting back his approach?
Yeah, he's a baseball player, man. He's going up there and barreling balls, playing good defense, running the bases well, and that's who he is. We got to see it for a long time while he was here, and to come up in that situation against a tough lefty and get that big hit to put us up, it was a great at bat.
Tony, building off Kevin's question, do you feel things starting to turn a little bit here?
Yeah, I mean, the guys they're coming together, they're playing hard. Like we talked about, we're finishing games, we're battling back. But today, we get down 3-0 in the first inning, easy to pack it in, and you know Bailey as well. Like he went out there, gave us 5 2/3 of solid start, and gave us a chance to win. The guys continued to grind, battle back, and we took the lead. You know, unfortunately, didn't hold on to it, but it's part of the game, and we just got to keep on going and building off of what we were doing this homestand.